All right, and this is episode 38 of the Odd Pod with the Odd Squad. Excuse me. And we're going to be talking about addictions.
And what? Romo needs a side note on this or something?
It's how to, I guess, a game plan on how to overcome them, or at least help anybody you know overcome them. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of addiction you talking about? You talking about like legit alcohol and drug addiction? You talking about pussy porn addiction?
Well, my personal experience is
gambling?
more of a meth addiction.
Meth addiction. Ooh, okay.
Serious one.
Opioid addictions and stuff like that. The harder ones to kick, you know, the ones that you can't, you know, the
You could get
7
sick.
steps don't work or
Really,
things
right.
like that. It's kind of a different way to look at it. It's more of a, I guess, a religious and spiritual way to look at it, but it's, I guess, in a way to help out. To help them out more, I guess, internally than anything else.
All right.
Without, you know, really giving them like pills or having to really be away from them for a while. You can kind of do this with just family itself.
Right.
But isolation is good too, I guess. Is the best way to put it.
Isolate, yeah, staying away, especially from the people that that just kind of spark that wanting to do that type of activity.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're around like people that are also doing coke or meth or whatever it may be, because I've dealt with addiction, you know, but it was never meth. Mine
What
was
you
like
addicted
coke,
to?
cocaine.
Cocaine, that white girl.
Yeah, that white bitch. She was pretty fine. I didn't have to cuss. I'm sorry.
Nah. I mean, with me, it's not me personally being addicted to anything.
Right. It's a family member.
It was my brother being
Right.
addicted to meth for so long, and seeing it and living it I guess seeing them go through it and then the destruction they cause along with it is just it's a long tale in and of itself, and it causes a lot of family rift, if you gotta say.
Right.
It's it's almost in the sense of like something like a demon is trying to separate your entire family. It's like a being is waged war on your entire
Sure.
family, and it's kind of like how you have to. It's something I had to look at.
Similar to alcohol and like the old school families where alcohol made like, I mean, at least like my grandpa, I don't want to like, you know, like it just can happen where alcohol makes you like angry and stuff, and that could be a demon too, bro.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have a theory on how that shit is. Like the best way to explain addiction, in my opinion, is like this: like in that bottle, in that crack pipe, in that whatever you take, there's a demon in there.
Spirits.
And you intake those evil spirits. Those evil spirits, their job is to destroy you and destroy everything around you. Basically, to end you, to suck you dry of everything of your whole life. And it makes you think that everyone's against you. It makes you think that you have to rob and steal. You have to lie. You have to be bad in order to get by because you can't trust anybody. You know, it's all you. So that's why you screw everyone around you. You know, it wants you to burn every bridge around you, so that in the end, that demon that comes from that drug or that alcohol keeps telling you, yeah, all you need is me. All you need is me. All you need is me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all it wants to do is burn everything around you, and then eventually be done with you too. You know what I'm saying?
It drains your true essence.
Yeah.
Wow, and eventually it wants to take your soul.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
That's the ultimate goal of this demon. It's not a. It's like he says, it wants to destroy everything around you and cause you yourself so it can infect you and others. You know, it's a very destructive type of a demon. But yeah, its ultimate goal is to take as many souls as it can with him. You know, and the first instinct a lot of people will have to react with this demon or to react to these people is to shame them. Turn their shoulder against them, you know, especially after they kind of did you wrong. You still, you know, like, you know, whatever, which is understandable, you know.
But you can't take it personal because it's not them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the demon
It's
doing
the
that.
demon they're possessed.
It's not. I don't say it to not knock people who've been robbed by these people. You know, it's not any knock on them. You know, if that's the ultimate consequence. If they get hurt, or you know, these methods get hurt or whatever, it's the ultimate end. But you know, in a way, I'd say show a little empathy to them. You know. Because they're not themselves. It's the demon in which they're fighting themselves.
Yeah. Don't let them take advantage of you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let that demon take advantage of you. But don't forget that that's not really them.
Mm-hmm. It's something I had to face personally. You know, we're dealing with the meth addicts. you hear every insult in the book. You know, you hear it all. You hear it all. You know, it makes you feel some type of way, and that's what he wants. You know.
Yeah, like Bubs in The Wire.
Yeah.
If y'all ever seen The Wire, y'all know Bubs. That's basically what it really. That's what it's really like. You know what I'm saying? It's real.
What season is that? Is he the
He's a recurring character. He's a recurring character. You know what I'm saying?
I still haven't watched Wire. I need to watch it.
We'll get you on it one
Yeah.
day. We'll get you on it one day.
But
So are there things that like because it's your brother, so he knows how to push your buttons already without that demon in it, like brothers and sisters fighting, we know how to like get under each other if you really want to, you know what I'm saying? So was it like that, like it was worse?
You know what buttons to push.
Yeah, the switches, the flip and all that shit.
Yeah.
And for years I had spent, you know, when I had finally, you know, I was young to see him, so I didn't grow the courage to really stand up to it.
Who's your older brother?
Oh yeah. But I also knew right from wrong too.
Right.
It always ate away at me. Still does to this day, every now and then. But you learn to live with it.
How did you know the right and wrong? You think you were just born with it, or did you have like a foundation of church or something, or what was it?
It was early. I would say it was an early foundation of the church. But it was also in the sense of myself, of knowing, like there's always something in me that knew this is right, this is wrong, and this isn't it. Yeah. You know, and it was always some feeling inside of me that knew what it was. You know?
I relate to you so much on that because I have like a small foundation of like church, right? And when my parents were cheating on each other and shit, and they would fight, I always knew that it just wasn't right. Like I remember my dad's addiction was women, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So that, but it just reminded me, like I felt very, very similar because you know, as a kid, you know, like, oh, this shit's weird. Yeah, this ain't right.
Yeah. But yeah, they'll push your buttons hardcore. You know, and my first instinct was always to attack it. When I finally grew up the courage to stand up to them. I think that's where we left off at before we spun off. When I finally grew up, I think it was like maybe, I think it was like 20 or so. I finally, you know, stood up to him. We kind of got into it. And that was still, I thought it was a good game plan. Like, learn his lesson, this and that. It didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, after that demon was like, ha, that's what I wanted you to do. You know what I'm saying?
The second time, it was pretty bad. I put him in a chokehold and damn near choked him out. And
is he trained too, like you?
No. Trained in the streets.
Yeah.
That's about it. But no. This was before I was trained too. I just kind of dabbled and dibbled in it, you know. So.
Dibble dabble.
Yeah.
Dibble dance.
But that's when I really got into it. Really in the training, just because of that. You know, I need to really learn how to fight because of it. You know,
that's your own brother, bro. It's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can't feel you because I haven't gone through it, right? But
it was. I think it was around what? I was like 22, 23. When me and you, Vino finally came up with a game plan of like we need to stop attacking this with this. We start attacking it more with love and plant that seed and more positivity, you know. And I think it was when he had got out of jail. I had took my brother to the side and I kind of just told him I love him, you know. And I've just been taking care of his kids ever since he's been in jail, in and out, doing whatever he was doing. And that was my personal way of giving back to him, but also, you know, making sure these kids grow up right. But for him, when he got out, that was when I planted the seed of like, you know, I'm here for you. You know, I love you, dog. You know, whatever you're facing, you know, I'm here for you. And I've been that way. You know, I've been patient with him. I don't let what he says to me get to me, really. You know, still have his back even when most people tell me don't. You know, I still try to. And most of it is mainly, you know, through his kids and making sure that they're good and doing what I can for them.
Yeah, he gotta go in hard, bro. But on the real, like, I gave up hope on homeboy like 2 times ago. You know what I'm saying? This fool, he's way past 2. We're in damn near triple digits times he's giving up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, taking care of his kids too.
That's love only family give you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's
brotherly love.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say like if this was a homie,
Philadelphia.
I would stick around this long because that's hard.
Just a friend. Yeah, that's.
For a family member, I think that's where it really needs to come through. And I think that's where the love needs to be the battle with against these demons is through family. And
yeah, that's the only way to fight it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some people. I'm assuming there's people out there that don't have family, right? So I'm assuming there's people who have friends that are like family. I guess
it could be that too.
Yeah.
It's whoever you define as family. Whoever who's ready to stick that battle with you, but you also, for whoever's addicted, you gotta fight that battle personally too. And most things that I try to tell my brother is just find the light and just see the light in most of the situations and just
positive.
Worry about you first and then worry about everybody else. The same thing I've been telling him from when I was 22 is what he's starting to say to himself now is that I just want to get out, be by myself, and just be there with and spend time with my kids for the rest of my days. That's all he wants to do now.
Cause another thing that demon will tell you is that you ain't shit. You don't deserve anything good. You done bad. Look at you. Like it makes
all
you
all the trauma you caused.
Yeah. So when he's out and with his kids, that demon will tell him you don't deserve this. You're a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying?
But demons, they lie.
Exactly. That's the whole
thing they do.
He has to be able to fight that and know that no man. You know what? I deserve a second chance. I deserve a third chance. He does. He does, bro. In the eyes of God, you deserve infinite amount of chances. You know what I'm saying? And God ain't gonna look at you different the first or the 100th or 1,000th time that you try.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, straight up.
I feel like depression. I feel like before I used to be addicted to depression. And I feel like depression can be just like a demon.
I used to know some people like that, fam.
Like you just feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
Depressed. Isolated.
You would rather be the victim. You would rather be people feel sorry for me.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm emo. I need attention. Basically, you're just being very immature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real time.
Because if you got a support system and shit, what else do you need? You know what I'm saying? If you got a family, because I've gone through shit and I know what it's like to be a piece of shit and not even have any friends to turn to. You know what I'm saying? That sucks. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? To be able to say, well, I just have a support system. Sometimes people just constantly look at what they don't have, and that's what leads to depression, motherfucker. But you do have a lot.
Exactly.
You do have a lot. You know what I'm saying?
You have way more than you don't have.
Exactly, fam. Exactly.
Yeah, that's important. And I was telling Vino the other day, or yesterday, that this year I started like every day I'm on the calendar. I write if something funny happened or something like really cool happened, I write it down. Or just anything, like if I record the iPod or if I drop the iPod or if I edit it or just anything like that, any angel numbers I saw, and that helps me look at the positive. So if I start thinking negative, and it helps me keep away from the depression and shit.
Yeah. That's the best way to beat depression is do stuff that you like to do.
Yeah.
Put your mind up for everything you say.
And focus on the good shit.
That's all. You focus on negative shit, that's how you're gonna feel.
Yeah.
But
so No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Is your brother? I don't know if this is too personal, but is your brother? He's still he's still addicted to the substance?
Nah, he's in jail right now.
Oh, okay.
Over some shit he didn't even do.
Oh, word.
For a bitch that doesn't give a fuck about him.
Not according to the law. Come on, it's not.
Alright, according to the law, he's in. Well, look, we'll leave that.
He's in jail still. How about that?
Yeah.
Let's leave that.
Jail weaned him off it. That's the question he asked. If he's still on that shit. That's only been 15 minutes. Bro, I thought that was like 30. Holy shit. Damn. Man, I'm addicted to I love shit.
Yeah. But
I'm addicted to
that
shit.
He's still he's in prison. And he's just trying to get out.
But he's sober.
Yeah, he's sober. He's 100% sober.
Was he sober before he went in?
Not 100%. Oh. But he wasn't like a troublemaking person. It's just the relationship he was in. Yeah. But his mindset was he worked 12 hours a day, almost 6 days a week, for weeks and months on end to put a roof over his head and for a little, woman that he was with.
Respect, yeah.
So that's mainly what he was doing.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was using it for. I really highly doubt he was doing it to a party or do
Right,
whatever.
and see that's the thing. Like a lot.
It's not condoning whatever, but that's just a theory. But I don't know.
I know somebody who's very close to me, and I don't want to oust her, but she has ADD, right? So for a while she would use meth, but it wasn't like she would just snort it, she wouldn't smoke it, right?
Okay.
And but now she just takes Adderall.
What?
So I think and then she said it does the same exact thing.
What?
So,
Adderall is meth?
Well, basically. But so basically what a lot of people are doing, we're all self-medicating.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think there's some things that are better than others. Like I definitely transferred my addiction. I went from coke to weed, and caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
I got rid of alcohol. I was kind of addicted to alcohol a little bit, I guess. I don't know if I was or not. I would black out though. I would black out, so I think that's a sign of being an alcoholic. Blacking out. But now that I'm older, I'm able to control. I drink a little bit of whiskey and I don't black out. I can control any shit.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know. It's weird.
When you asked me about my brother, was he on it when he went in? I can't say for sure. He never tested positive for anything. I can't.
Right.
Yeah,
You said it was just a theory that he was.
Not the girl he was with, that he was living with. And that's a different fucking story. She was out of whack.
We're veering from the topic here.
I mean, that makes it harder for him. You think?
It did.
Because you got somebody that's around you that's doing it.
Two things.
What's the second thing?
Well, what you
Women?
What do you
That girl.
Oh, the girl.
One girl.
Oh, you can be addicted to anything. You can be addicted to a woman, a relationship. You can be addicted to a car, I think. Yeah.
You know, dudes.
You can be addicted to food.
You can see people who just can't put down a fucking Big Mac for anything.
Yeah, I used to be like that, bro. I used to eat when I was younger. I was really fat growing up, and then I guess I would eat. I would stress eat, emotionally, whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got real fat, and I would just get more depressed and eat more. You know what I'm saying? Like it got pretty
it's a
bad.
spiral.
It got pretty bad. And I did hit a low point in my life, and I had to get through it. You know what I'm saying? It was in my late teens, early 20s, and thank God I was able to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a motherfucker, bro. It's a motherfucker.
Do you think you have a addictive personality?
Hell yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I do too. Do you think why do we all have that?
Maybe we have something.
Maybe everybody has that personality.
That's the thing.
Because
What if everybody has
addicted to something.
And I wonder if it's because.
Look at the Netflix and the Hulus. The reason why shows went from putting out an episode every week to all of a sudden we're gonna slam a whole season on you so we can be. Remember, binge watching didn't exist before. People forget that. People forget there was a time where you couldn't watch a whole season's worth of a show in one day. They wouldn't do it like that.
Well, you could buy all the VHS.
Yeah. But you know what I'm talking about, like. For example, let's say when Friends came out.
But nobody spent time like that. Even if you had all the DVDs, you're not gonna sit there and watch all of it.
But now people seem to do that.
Yeah.
Binge watching became a thing. People became addicted to watching shit. That's what I'm saying. The Hulu and Netflix will show you. They went from here's a new show. We're gonna drop an episode a week. To here's like the whole season, 20 episodes. Boom, one day.
And then here's like 5 different shows you can watch.
And then that same day, people already have reviews, and they're like, damn, it's like how video games come out, and some people have already played through it by the time it came out because they got early release or whatever, so they've done a playthrough. So all these other fools want to hurry up and get through it too. You know what I mean?
Damn, it gets rated right before it even comes out.
Yeah.
You can be addicted to video games.
I was for a while. That was bad with my food addiction, bro. That's why for a while, I was really, my body was really fucked up because I spent so many years just on the couch and eating like eating, just eating a lot and playing video games and watching Nick at Night. That was my life, bro.
I can co-sign that for me too. That was me too.
That was my life, bro. It was pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I mean, I was addicted to TV, like cartoons and shit, but I was usually eating like a peanut butter and jelly or something. It's like TV was like my babysitter a lot of times. My dad worked at night.
Yeah,
my mom worked in the day.
Yeah,
I
feel I co-sign that for sure.
Yeah,
especially once we got one could afford cable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. I mean, I was like Rugrats and all that.
Yeah,
shit.
it became endless. I remember Hey Arnold. And
but it used to be good though. It was
yeah,
good
Nickelodeon had. Remember they had the Nick Jr. in the daytime.
Yeah, with the face.
Yeah, face.
Face
was the shit.
You remember Stickly from Nickelodeon?
Stick.
He would do like a little in between the shows, a little monologue. One time he had a cape. Stickly or some shit like that. I gotta look for. I don't know, but yeah, TV. I think now everybody's addicted to their phone. Not everybody. I don't want to generalize. A lot of people. The majority of the population of the fucking world probably is addicted to some kind of cellular device because there's so much, bro. And it's been said and proven that they design apps to be addicted. They're like drugs.
Yeah,
so then they're not just addicted to the whole device; they're addicted to the shit in the device.
Swiping in itself is an addictive thing, and people know this. They know this by now. You know that's why that's why it's a thing.
There was like a documentary that came out on Netflix about it, The Social Dilemma or something like that.
That's why, like I said, I've been trying to limit my time. On my phone, every Sunday it gives me
I'm down 8% this week.
Yeah, it gives me a rating of what I spend on the phone average every day, right? And I try to keep it below 5 on but if I really can, below 4.5. Right now I'm right at 4. I'm right at 4.5 basically, so I'm okay. But even that to me is too much. I'm like, damn. I'm doing 4 hours a day on my phone. What the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying?
The benefits of less phone time, I think, is less likely for addiction, less likely for depression. Because if you're looking at a bunch of people that just look fucking beautiful and shit.
Gives you too.
Yeah. I love getting the like.
You become addicted to
I love that
shit.
shit.
Oh, I'm not just talking about that, but that is satisfaction. I'm talking about like you click on anything you want, you get it right away. So you become addicted to satisfaction, and if you don't get what you want in real life, you get bored, you get mad. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the problem with a lot of relationships when it comes to pornography, addiction to pornography too.
But what you said right there goes into social media addiction. So let's go to that.
The likes.
For you become addicted to those likes.
You get that little endorphin.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, people like what I said, I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been there, fam, you know what I'm saying? And then you start to get a little ego to yourself, like you know what I'm saying? Because some people agree that what I said was wise, I must be wise. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, get it.
What keeps you humble though is that, well, at least for me, what keeps me humble is I'll get like 2 compared to like somebody who's not doing anything cool. Or no, because like what's really popular that gets retweeted now is like people just dancing to songs that they didn't make or anything like that, right?
It's pretty whack.
Yeah.
Pretty whack.
It's super whack.
Yeah.
And they get like millions. So it's almost like I feel like I'm happy that I'm not that popular, because then if I was that popular, it'd be like probably negative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least, I mean, there's a lot of popular people that are positive people, but even those numbers don't, because they're like in the hundreds of thousands instead of the millions.
Yeah.
And that reflects the population.
I feel like likes take away creativity because people you become.
They're trends. They follow trends and shit.
Because you become addicted to the likes, right? So all you want to keep on getting more likes, so you don't switch anything up. You know, you want to keep things the same and keep getting likes. You're scared to take risks because you don't want people to not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's stupid, in my opinion.
Yeah, it fucks with your social life.
Yeah, and if you throw, man, like
reality.
I said, that's why I stopped fucking with that. You know, back when the whole COVID thing came on through. You know, I was like, you know what? I think social media is something I don't need in my life anymore. You know, it is causing addiction already. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, when you post the pictures of yourself or what the fuck you doing, where you at, you know, you just trying to flex. Let's be honest, bro. Why would anyone give a fuck?
It's like thirsty.
Yeah,
nobody should give a fuck.
Yeah, why would you give a fuck what I'm eating?
The only ones that people that are gonna give a fuck is if it's like some kind of celebrity.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
you know who loves what social media has done to people? All of the retail places, you know what I'm saying? All the people, because the people live to stunt now, just for a picture.
They're all advertising.
People will go get dressed up to take a picture, and they go right back upstairs for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to say, look at me, I was flexing today, but you ain't do shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That you have no life. You look like a star, but you don't do shit.
Nothing positive.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I've seen like videos of people who like just fuck with people like in stores and shit.
Yeah, it's annoying, bro. Like,
it's like pranking, I guess, but it's not. But it's dang. Like there's this one where this dude was like had all these boxes and he's holding them, and then it looked like he was gonna drop them, and then the people would like fall and shit, but the boxes were all connected and shit, and You know, he could have hurt somebody.
I feel you.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
But if we do that, you just do it for the clout. I mean,
Yeah,
of course, you know
for the addiction of the attention.
Real talk.
Yeah, so that's not positive. What else?
That's it.
I guess there's also when you face that major addiction, there's also like, you know, two conclusions you can come with it. You know, kind of not save you the heartbreak, but kind of also prepare for the heartbreak. You know, it's when you decide finally that you're gonna help your brother battle this demon with him, or help whoever you're gonna help battle this addiction demon. You've also got to accept the fact that these people are not willing to.
They have to be willing to, right?
Yeah, man, you can't lead a horse to water and then force him to drink, right? You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker gotta want to drink. I can't give you the medicine if you don't believe you're sick, fam. You know what I'm saying? If you don't think you're addicted to something, or if you don't think that you got a problem, then what can I do for you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything I say is gonna go in one ear and out the other.
Right. There's two things that after this, I wouldn't say after this, I'm continuing on with the journey, because the journey's not over with it. But with dealing with my brother's, you know, addictions and whatnot for almost maybe I'd say for a good 15 years or so, there's two things I've realized with it, and that was with number one, you do God's will, and number two, no matter what, you have to allow what God's will is. And no matter what it is, you have to allow it to be. Whether it's they overcome it or they die from it. You know, I've faced many days where I thought I could have buried my brother. I thought I had to carry him over my shoulder and lay him to rest. But, you know, you never know. It's something you have to face. It's something you have to come to realization with. But...
And also...
It also prepares you, and it also, you know, keeps that hope alive that it won't happen.
Right.
You do everything in your power that it's for it not to happen. But if it does, you know, at least you're prepared for it.
Right.
You know, you've come to terms with it, and you're not fearing it anymore.
And you're at good, and because you showed empathy, there's no hard feelings. It's all positivity, so there won't be regret. You don't want there to be regret. That's the worst thing. I mean, not the worst thing, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah, you know, you when you agree to take on helping an addicted person, you gotta agree to take on helping them. Don't agree to take on their addiction too. You know what I'm saying? Don't agree to like bear that cross with them and be like, and you know, and like if they said if it appears that this person just doesn't want to accept any help, or this person just continually wants to bite the hand that's trying to trying to help them out. You can't look at yourself like I failed, or you know, oh, what have I done wrong? You did everything in your power, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gave that love. You gave it in honest intentions. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to help another brother out. You know, another soul out. You know what I mean? And yeah, sometimes, bro, it's not gonna take. You know, sometimes it's not gonna take.
Right. It might help. They might remember it later.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
like,
there's nothing wrong with planting the seed, fam. There's nothing wrong with planting the seed.
Yeah. And that's what most people have to look at. Like, my ultimate goal is I just want to be able to sit with my entire family together again.
Right.
And you know, that's what I'm battling with this demon, is I want that. You know, it's to see whose light is stronger. Is this dark demon stronger than my light that I shine?
Love is always brighter.
You know, what is it going to be? And I've also accepted the fact that even though if he isn't there, you know, if something happens or whatever, or if something did happen, you know, I have his sons. You know, I have his, you know, Mary Ann. I have everybody else around me. You know what I'm saying? All his offsprings, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? And I can at least spread the love to them and help them grow up and help them, you know, become the best people that they can be. You know, that's my ultimate goal.
That's what's up, man. That's dope. I'm glad that. And I was gonna say one more thing. Like, do you suggest like people transferring their addiction to like, because y'all exercise a lot? I mean, I've been starting to exercise a little more than I used to, but I mean, having an addictive personality is good to transfer to that, right?
Hell yeah, because you know what? Yeah, getting and staying in shape is something you kind of do have to be addicted to because you got to stay on that shit, bro.
Right.
You know, you have to make sure that you work out your 3 times a week.
Right.
You got to make sure that you're not overdoing it with everything else, you know, because you know if you're addicted to feeling good and looking good, then you got to watch everything else. You can't get too addicted to that pizza you got. You can't get too addicted to that burger. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember that hey, no matter what, I gotta go and hit the exercise.
Don't get too addicted to the pussy or
Yeah.
anything.
Any addict should always look at it this way. It's like I put so much shit into my body. It's like if I put these weights on, these weights are nothing compared to what else I've been through. You know what I'm saying? So they've taken a lot. Their body's been through a lot of shit. I'm pretty sure hitting a few weights ain't gonna do anything else except make it better,
Right.
stronger.
Damn. And then also lifting mental weights. I think like helping with get addicted to chest too. I think chest is a good thing to get addicted to.
It
You know
is.
what I'm saying? Because that way you can exercise your brain too.
That way
It re-wrinkles the brain.
That way you don't waste that mental energy on dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
The last remaining brain cells that you have.
See, it's like working out. All the energy that I would have to probably go and do some dumb shit or go be a dumbass, I'm sore from working out.
Right. Instead of overthinking about something or worrying about something, you play chess and you'll be too tired to overthink.
Basically.
Right.
I feel like if a lot of these kids nowadays had like at least some type of recreational thing to do, and that doesn't mean always have to be like football or soccer or some other shit like that. It could be art. It could be music, anything creative, anything that could be just
That helps with addiction too. Getting addicted to something
a
creative.
job or something else.
Yeah.
Anything to keep them away from the devil's idle hands. That's where the most danger comes from is when they're just bored at home, not shit to do. Or they have a bad home,
I had those idle hands.
Or they had the bad home,
right.
where they
They're
had
traumatic and they run somewhere else to get help
away
from
from
somebody
it,
and they
If we
self-medicate.
I think if we could provide more at the younger generation, more, outlets, I think we would have less, addicts.
For sure, bro. Yeah, it's got to be more normal for parents to talk to their kids more.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of parents don't talk to their kids enough or listen.
Understand more.
Yeah.
That was a good episode, guys.
Very good. Oh, white guy just walked in. All right, man. Well, appreciate you opening up, man. This is really dope.
That's right. Hey, we should give each other a hug. Come on, lads.
Hold on. And nobody show me any empathy. Show more of my mother of anything else.
Bro.
Yeah.
Love your mother because your mother's like, there's nobody like your mother.
You only got one. You only got one.
Amen. Unless you got two.
Yeah.
Or three if you got it for the lesbian.
All right. Yo.
Love and happiness. Yo.